I think that all else equal, the guy who focuses more is more likely to be a billionaire.
One of the things that I find really interesting about your story is you've started, what is it, 75, 80 businesses?
Mm-hmm.
When I speak to people like Kevin O'Leary, who have worked with some of the greatest entrepreneurs to ever live, like Steve Jobs, and he's very familiar with Elon Musk, they talk to me about focus.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to me that the great thing about Steve Jobs is he was 80% signal and 20% noise, i.e. 80% of his time, he was focused on the most important thing, and he was brutal about not entertaining anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Ives has famously said that the one thing Steve Jobs was most known for is his remarkable ability to focus in order to focus on the most important thing. I think about Mark Zuckerberg and his unbelievable ability to focus.
Mm-hmm.
I remember several people at Meta, but also I think it's a public story, telling me that when he realized he was late to mobile, he refused to take any meetings about anything other than mobile. Like extreme levels of focus.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank said the same to me about Elon Musk. He says, Elon Musk is the only person that I think operates close to 100% signal, which is and I interviewed Walter Isaacson, his biographer, and he said, Elon will sit in a meeting, and if people aren't talking about something that is the most important thing, he'll completely zone out and takes control, and he's deep into the detail. And it sits in contradiction to a lot of the narrative of like lots of side hustles, lots of businesses, do as many things as you can. But when I look at the biggest companies in the world, there's this there appears to be obsessive focus.
Yeah. I love that question. I think that all else equal, the guy who focuses more is more likely to be a billionaire. The person that keeps and has and maintains momentum and gets energy from what they do, they're more likely to be a millionaire than the average person, right? I genuinely have no desire to be a billionaire, but I don't want to leave my kids tens of millions of dollars anyway. I know where I get most of my energy from, right? So if my life with hyper-focused Chris looks like billion-dollar exits, reporting to a board, being chairman of the board, being CEO, sitting in meetings all day, that's miserable Chris, right? And if I don't want to leave a ton of money to my kids anyway, then why am I making Chris miserable so my fourth great grandkids can be rich instead of just my second great grandkids? So I want to live an awesome life where I'm a good and present father. And to me, that looks like focusing less, not more. So I just want to be a good dad and work on really cool things. And it's been a grind to get here, right? Like I've had more years with zero income than I've had up years, right? But my up years have more than compensated for my down years. So what you're looking at today is the end result of 17 years of a lot of testing.